songs on our first tune was, "Can you feel the beat?" We can. Did you feel the beat?
Yeah.
We hope so. Glad you felt it. That's awesome. We had a solo now with Austin back in the drum. Good job, Austin. Our next tune is a little bit different. We're going to be going to a shuffle beat called 7-2 Shuffle, and we've got our guitar players been taking private lessons for a long time, right, Jake? 7 years, like the itch or something like that. And they've been doing a really cool job, so about a week or so ago I said, "Hey Jake, why don't you give us a solo on this one?" He just kind of looked at me and said, "Yeah, I can do that." So we're going to get a little bit of a soloist, and he brought his volume down so we'll be able to hear it. And Jake was like turn up his amp and practice. I'm like, "Jake, where'd you play?" So it's going to be really cool. He's going to rock your socks, so we hope you enjoy 7-2 Shuffle. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Before we go on to our next tune, I'd like to acknowledge my seniors who have been in jazz now with me for a few years. So let's see here. Well, we're going to start back there with, oh, Mike. Hey, Mike. Stand up so you can see who you are. Mike's been playing drums for a few years for us. Stand up. besides me that when he first picked up a bass, he knew very little about it. He's come a long way through a lot of hard work, dedication, sweat, tears, wanting to throw it off the wall. But he also come a long way, and he's going to be taking that to his dorm in college and playing down in Pittsburgh. So thank you, Cody. Hey, Megan, sitting in front of alto sax. I remember Megan's first jazz band rehearsal, a few years ago, and the terrified look on her face was worse than deer in the headlights. And it's nice to know that's gone away at least a little bit, but she's really grown a lot as a musician and just as a good young person like all of them have, and we're definitely going to miss her in this group as well. Thank you, Megan. On Friday evening, part of this group was here. We had a community healing event that took place here, sponsored by some of the local churches. And we had 9 of the students in the jazz band over here, and we played 2 songs. And we showed them the people an example of young people who have made positive choices with their lives. And you're actually all here today because you wanted to witness the work of a whole bunch of young people who have made positive choices with their lives. Getting involved in music at an early age is one of the best things you can do in your life. Musicians go on to become presidents, and congressmen, and astronauts, and all kinds of really important things. They become the leaders of our world. And so I'm blessed to be able to work with a ton of future leaders of our country. And so, let's see, those of you who were here on Friday, please stand up and wave your hand. We gave them 2 of our tunes and it went over very well, and because they were the only young people there, it seemed like everybody was kind of preaching to them about making good decisions, and they did very well, and they represented themselves and the school very well, and I think they took some really important things home with them. So, to all of you, continue to support the kids, because with them making positive choices, we're going to be a lot better off as we get older. Thank you. Our next tune is from the Blues Brothers, I Can't Turn You Loose. We have 3 soloists in this. We'll start off with Sheila, then Dallas, and then Tanner, and then we'll put them all together. It will be amazing. So we hope you like I Can't Turn You Loose. One, two, 1, 2, 3, 4. And all of a sudden, we're unfortunately to our final tune for U-N-Doze. When big bands ruled the earth.